Let's talk about trucks. Let's talk about mud boggins.
Let's do Ford versus Chevy now. Put a bullet in my mouth.
It's the longest weekly episodic show on the internet about mud and flat earths and fried chicken.
We're saying it for the small audience.
Yeah.
We're getting things kicked off in the right way. Yep. Boom! There we are.
My
Look at
God.
Jacob coming in there number one tonight. Man, Jacob, he's on fire, ready to go.
You know why, dude? Because he's Mr. New York, and
That's
he's
right.
getting fired up for what's going to be probably the best New York event in the history of time coming at you this weekend. And then there's going to be another best New York event in the history of time in about a month.
Yeah, I like it
Damn
all.
right.
It sounds fantabulous.
Dude, New York is known for three things: Billy Joel, Frank Sinatra, and Trucks Going Wild. Period.
Wow. Wow, you just went out on the edge with that
Dude.
one, didn't you?
Dude, forget pizza and wings. That's
And
nothing.
the New York Yankees, F that.
Yeah.
The
all that
Rockettes. Who are the Rockettes?
New York City, dude.
Bruh,
Oh, man.
Nothing.
Got Billy from YouTube chiming in with us tonight. Hey, Billy, glad to have you with us. Skip's in the house. Perry Jensen's in the house. Andrew, Cole Hudson, I already mentioned, and Denver. Denver coming off a big weekend at Bricks. Speaking of Bricks, Matt.
Massive weekend at Bricks, dude, and it was awesome. Everything about it was great. And I got to say this, I've never seen so many positive post-event pictures, posts, engagement that I've ever seen after this event at Bricks, dude. My feed is just full of it. And it's just been so great seeing all the pictures and everybody saying what a great time they had. I mean, we could go over event by event by event. Dude, it was just so much fun to talk about all of it. We wouldn't have enough time. But I will say this, dude. I want to say it was real slippery for the Beater Bash. Probably one of the best Beater Bashes I've seen.
Yep.
That was awesome. Freestyle was incredible, dude. It was always a good time.
Who won freestyle?
Cody Swain and that badass dude. That thing just, when it goes, you just feel the earth move, you know. And it was all good, dude. It was we had some newbies in there getting involved and off to a great start that I know we're going to see more and more of them in the future. So we're excited about that. And Cody, when he starts, dude, there's a big jump in the back and nobody had hit that yet. And we're like, I wonder when Cody's going to come out. And by the time I turn my head, he's like in the air flying off of the big jump. And
Nice.
he likes to make an entrance, right? So
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
and they built that badass new Jeep for his wife too. And she was in the slough the night before, just killing it, dude. So Ashley was doing a great job. So
Well, let me ask you this, Matt.
yeah,
Did they have lasers over the slough?
they did not have lasers.
Damn, I'm gonna keep working on it.
I think they had lasers brought in, but those are probably being used in a couple of weeks for the big concert.
Bro, well,
So, yeah.
it's always worth mentioning because I sure would like to see lasers over
Hey,
the
you know what? I can't wait to see the driver profile that we shot with Denver, dude. With Denver County,
Nice.
long overdue driver profile with Denver, who's
Cool.
one of our favorite dudes. And Denver is just such a big part of everything that happens at Bricks, even though he's a Florida guy now.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know, Chris. The mood was just awesome, you know?
Dude, it was a good time, dude. Everybody like migrated to all the different parts in the park. The weather held out until Sunday. Had a little bit of rain on Saturday, but it worked out. It was perfect. You know what I mean? Rain a little on Sunday, gone by then, but just the Beater Bash, the freestyle, the spots, all that stuff, and good action. We got some really, really good video this weekend, and recap will be coming soon. But
What about the burnouts? I heard the burnouts were great.
we weren't there because they did that on Thursday. We flew in Thursday. Thursday afternoon.
Thursday.
Yeah, we missed that.
Yeah, but
we got
evidently
good-
it was awesome.
Yeah,
I thought I saw some comments about it.
Hey, you know what, Wister? I want to say is the Missouri Mutters crew. We've been working with them there at Bricks for the last couple of years, and they've been working with them for a couple of years, but they've been coming forever, dude.
Right.
That whole team, they are awesome to work with.
Yeah, one of
Yeah,
those
they-
guys is one of the head guys in that
Absolutely.
Mud Madness show.
Absolutely, that would be Josh, and he's the dude. and it ran the event of the racing there. They did a hill climb later on that afternoon, and I was going to get into that as well. I just want to congratulate them on the success. We saw him in the hotel, I think Saturday morning before we shot over there. And it's fun because, we did that with Dirty Mudder Truckers, and it's very similar with what they're doing, with mud themed, racing themed, personality driven. It's very similar. So we understand what they're doing and what they're going through and the fun and all the work that's associated. So we had some great chats with those guys about that. So just all in all, awesome all the way around. And the Brick staff, second to none. Those dudes, their staff could put on a clinic about how to staff a park.
Sorry for the interruption. I have some ne'er-do-well at my front gate that needed to be let in. I'll give you bitches 3 guesses who that is.
I don't
need 3 guesses. Yeah. Don't need 3 guesses. I figured they would have a key by now.
It rhymes with Flirty Dyke.
Dude, he might be making his triumphant return to the live show tonight, dude.
Oh,
dude.
But let me look at a statement there from Denver Counts. I love the slew at night, dude, and that seems to be the consensus.
Yep,
everybody seems to. When we were doing the slew, it was funny. And I'm not knocking anybody, but the light tower placement was just a little off, right? Because it was lit up at each end, but in the middle, it was complete darkness. And so Samantha's running. She's got the list with the names. Well, she had a lei around her neck because it was like the island party theme, right? Like a tiki theme on Friday and America Day on Saturday. That's the only way I could find her. Now, Chase has got the times on his phone, but Chase is like dressed in a brown shirt. He's got a beard. He's tall. I can't find him for anything. So, I mean, it was like complete darkness, dude. But, it was fun, man. And I probably had 25 people come up to me and they go, man, we really like the slew at night because we're not out there at noon baking in the sun. It just feels better. There's a whole different mood. It's a party atmosphere. We do need lasers, Wister, but we'll work on that.
You do need lasers.
Here's what I thought about. Because the slew's long. I don't know how long it is, but it's probably 500 feet or 600 feet, right? Probably. If I was like, we got to be able to buy 6, 7, or 1,200 feet or whatever it is of rope light, LED rope light on Amazon or something, and do a runway, but we stuff that kind of goes, that kind of.
Yeah.
That's doable. You know that. It's easy and it's very inexpensive to do.
But instead of that, we settled for pitch blackness in the middle where you couldn't see a damn thing,
and it was just as cool.
It was just as cool.
The start lines on both ends, dude, it was too bright in the middle of the night. People were like, that's too much light. I can see too good.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Like the sun. So, but man, that was good. And so listen on the, we could recap the whole Bricks thing for a long time, but we got to talk about New York. We got to talk about that. But I want to say, again, thank you to the Bricks management and staff and ownership. And we wish them nothing but the best of luck coming up in a couple of weeks when they have that big Rock the Country concert. And that happened here in Ocala last weekend. And Wister, did you hear about the ticket sales in Ocala for that thing?
Yeah, Chris told me a little bit about it the other day.
47,000 tickets, right?
That's awesome.
So in the meantime, now I on my YouTube feed today, when I'm watching stuff just on the background at the house, you're seeing a handful of big concert tours are stopping, or the ticket sales just aren't going. And then inevitably, the Facebook people, I always see the thing about the Kid Rock concert, and they're like, oh yeah, he was popular 20 years ago. I'm like, 47,000 tickets, bitches. You can say whatever you want, right? And I'm like, Kid Rock could buy your ass and sell your ass 1,000 times. You keep calling him insignificant.
Yeah.
Keep saying what you're saying.
You're exactly right. Yeah. Your average arena, basketball arena where most of them are held is, 20,000, if that,
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, 47,000 tickets is an awful lot. Put it in perspective. Yeah. So that's awesome, dude. I think they're going to hit a home run with that too. So it'll be 2 great events in June, and they'll be happy.
I hope they don't forget about us.
Yeah,
because,
that's right.
Dude, listen, Poplar Bluff, since we started going there, has built about 18 more hotels. They got restaurants all over the place. I said it this weekend. Poplar Bluff, Missouri is the town that trucks gone wild and bricks built. Those bitches better not forget us.
That's right.
It has nothing to do with the Ozarks at all.
Nothing.
That's it. No.
Nothing.
Who's heard? What are the Ozarks? I hadn't even heard of that.
Well, it's like a mountain something or that. I mean, who gives a shit, really?
I've never even heard of that.
That's like what is the Grand Canyon?
Yeah.
What is that? I've never heard of the Grand Canyon either.
Nobody has.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, listen. Kudos to the park for hosting another fantastic event. You're right. Staff second to none. They know how to really, really operate and promote an event. And thanks to all the Trucks Gone Wild people that followers and supporters and everything, it definitely helps when we have so many people that work together to promote an event. So fabulous. But I know you guys are getting on a plane in the morning.
Dude, bright and early, bro. And what I mean by bright and early is bright. It's so early that one Flirty Dyke has just entered my house, and he had to spend the night here. So I'm gonna have to change the sheets.
Oh God, bless your heart, man. I would have just gone ahead and cellophane wrapped everything before he got there.
Wow.
Well, we do that as role play with the cellophane. But
oh yeah, I got you.
I don't have a glass coffee table, so we have to use cellophane.
Yeah.
Don't be a dick. I'm better at it than you are.
You are. I met my match a long time ago when I met you. Oh, you and Chris, that goes that way. So anyway, well, good deal, man. That's awesome. So talk a little bit about your plans and Matt, you've been talking to Scrimma already about, things going on up there. So give us a little bit of update.
Tex and Scrimma, I mean, literally I had Tex coming in right as we came on tonight. We are ready. The park is amazing. The improvements are all lined up. It's going to be the best show ever in the history of New York. And I have no reason to doubt that. So many things going on. So many park owners. Worcester, you and I were talking about this. So Derek from Rednecks with Paychecks is already there. Yep. Joey with Premier Mega Truck Racing is already there. Clark out of the track in Virginia is already there. Josh Lovewell and the crew from Maine, they're there. Albert Ayers and the crew from Kirby's Compound, ready to go. Matt Fenwick and the crew from Lebanon Valley Mudbogs is there. And that's already, dude. You know what I mean? It's not even officially open yet.
Worcester, it's Wednesday, bro.
I know. That's what's so good. I mean, he's getting a lot of support up there. I mean, he's given a lot of support to others over the last few years, and now he's receiving a lot of support from others. So for his two events, I mean, he's got 2 rounds of action, one in June, one in July going on at that park. Both of them, this one will be more focused on the racing side. The other will be focused more on the freestyle side of things. So look, go ahead, Lefford.
No, I'm just going to make it a little crack. I mean, it's like 2 rounds of action, one in June and one in July. It sounds like my sex life. 2 rounds of action. One in this month, one in that month.
Hell yeah, that's good shit. I mean, now you're just bragging.
Well,
I mean, damn. Everybody can't be still.
I wear the shirt.
That's right.
I'm like a human chainsaw.
Look, let's talk about the Premier Mega Truck Racing deal. This will be the largest race of its kind ever held.
Is that a prediction?
No, it will be. There's not.
In the words of Paul Heyman, that is not a spoiler. That is a fact.
That's right. It'll be the largest mega truck race ever held in that state, probably by far. I mean, there's 50 to 60 of the baddest mega trucks in the country are going to be there. I talked to several of my buddies from Alabama and Texas and stuff. They're all en route, headed up that way. So, I mean, you got folks traveling that have never traveled to New York. This will be their first trip there.
Wow.
Quick commercial message, and then we'll get back to that because my man, Mr. Positivity, Chris Giaccone, is chiming in. Hey, everybody, I wish I was in the video on my birthday. Chris, you're in it in like 30 seconds in. You're on the side of the fence just cheering and going crazy. So not for like a long time, but you're in there. There's Chris Giaccone placement right there. It's right at the beginning. So if you missed it, just go back and watch. Maybe the first 30 seconds could be in the first 3 minutes. My time thing is bad, but you are in it, my friend. I saw that. So just so you know. Just making sure. All right, Worcester, back to that. Tons of trucks coming up from Florida. I saw that before we chimed in tonight. It's one of the Young's trucks is coming up. If
both Young trucks are coming. Both race trucks are coming.
You know who's coming up? The truck that I said could win it all this year, and it would not surprise me if they did it. The Voodoo Mega Truck is coming up, dude.
They're en route. Yep,
dude. So many people, and credit to Joey and Matt for putting this together. Because years ago, let's be honest, you didn't get the amount of people driving across the country for races that you do now. You just didn't, you know.
Yeah.
And what they did, it's working. So
it is working for them, and the racers are glad to see it because they love to go to an event and race against the best drivers in the country. So that's a huge. I mean, that's why the Voodoos and the the Duke Bohannons and and all of these other racers from around long ways away from New York are making the trip. I mean, that's why they're doing it, because they want to go race against the best in the country, and it's finally come to a point where your best trucks out there are making the effort to go do it.
Yeah, it ain't the cheap gas.
No, it's not. Thank God gas is a lot cheaper, though. I mean, that is helping out some. That the fact that diesel fuel has finally come down. Diesel fuel for the longest time was $1 more a gallon than regular gas was, and so now it's kind of that gap is shrunk back where diesel fuel's on average about 50 cents more a gallon. So that's a big plus for all these guys that are hauling their crap all across the country.
Isn't it crazy though? That just goes to show that we're conditioned, because it's still way too high, but we're thinking, hell, it's a little bit off the high, so let's go, which is great, right? Yeah. But still, I mean, we know what to do later in the year, but whatever. I'm not going to get off on that tangent.
But I mean, you're going to see all the guys from the Northeast, whether it be Vermont. I'm sure Haber's going to drive down for that. All the guys from Maine are going to be driving. The only person I haven't heard if he'll make a trip to the race is Mega Matt. Matt Newell. I'd love to see if he would be going to this event, to go race against, the best up there. Hopefully the track is going to be really nice. And, it's exciting for a lot of those guys. It's great that they're able to go to, all these different setups and stuff throughout the season. So,
well, not only the race though, I mean, they got the Bogger competition coming on this weekend, which they're going to do even a bigger version of that in July. When I say bigger, I just mean they're throwing more money at it. They're throwing just ridiculous sums of money at it, which is cool. And the Barbie downhill race, they've got all the trails, and then our buddies, representing Kirby's Compound, and all those guys are running the tug of wars, and we just can't thank them enough for doing it. There are so many different groups and organizations and park owners and park management teams that are coming in there, like you said earlier, because Johnny's thrown so much support to everybody else. It's almost like a reunion of sorts on that. We're just super happy to be part of that, because we know all these people and we're friends with them all. So it's even more of a reunion than it typically is.
Yeah. Joseph Hatchell just made a comment. It'd be cool if it was live on Facebook. There'll probably be some people that go live, but I know that they mentioned, I didn't get catch the details on it, but they mentioned a partnership with a channel that
PowerTube TV on YouTube.
Yeah, is that a live stream? Are they going to be live streaming it?
That I don't know.
Okay, I don't know.
We know the channel's free.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, so check out that. You can see maybe if they're going to do that for this weekend and start, doing some live streaming from the events. Check out their channel, because it would be cool, and there'll be other individuals that are doing live stream throughout the. If conditions allow.
There was a post today that if you are coming up there to shoot for a YouTube channel or something like that, you've got to get approved credentials from Premier. So I think all events should do that. I think you ought to have approved credentials. I think it's a good idea. You know what I mean? It lets everybody be on the same page. You're not keeping anybody out. You're just saying, hey, if you're here, we want to know you're here, right? And I mean, we're not going to check in. But
I used to think a little different about that. When we were making DVDs, we wanted to have exclusive content. You know what I mean? For
Yep.
that, we did for a long time. You know what I mean? But then, of course, things happen with cell phones and everybody's posting everything everywhere. That's fine. And then we fought that battle a little bit. But right now, I'm of the thing is, hey, the more eyeballs, the better. You know what I mean? The more stuff is out there. The only thing that, well, I mean, it doesn't really piss me off because not much pisses me off, but it's like there are 400 people track cameras. It's like, where did all these people come from? Every content creator now, it's like it's like at the barn, you end up with a bunch of people on the track with cameras, or near it,
Well, I was going to say, I think Joseph and Matt, I think they kind of started to try to enforce that back at Dennis Anderson's, where they were kind of control the media. And, my first thought was, you're exactly right, Chris. We fought this battle. I remember many years ago, and we fought that battle, and we were like, man, this is a battle we cannot win because everybody's got a cell phone in their pocket.
Yeah,
There's
here's the battle.
no way to govern it.
Here's the battle that you can win on that. And this is what they want to do. And this is a serious conversation to what Chris said. You don't need 50 people in the danger zone holding up a cell phone, preaching to everybody that they're the media. It's like, okay, well, what a lot of places want is, if you are media, throw on some high vis shit. And they want to make sure that you're not out there because people will take advantage of it. No, that happens all the time. It happens at the barn. To be like, hey,
truck. I get to record it.
They do that. They do that. They get in front of you. Like Colton told me last time. Colton's like, dude, this one guy like mowed him down from the back, and I guess Colton doesn't like take that shit, so Colton's like, I guess the guy came back and Colton was like, bro, he's like, you got to watch it next time. I guess the guy came up and apologized to him and he's like, yeah, I'm just trying to shoot video for the truck. And Colton's like, dude, he's like, okay, that's fine. But you don't go pushing people.
Right.
The problem is if you don't regulate it and you don't have some kind of starting point, it gets out of hand quick. And the other thing, which I know from the Monster Jam thing, is that if something bad happens and you got all these cameras on it, none of us are trying to expose something bad that is going to hurt the industry. We're all in the mindset that we want to help the industry. We want to keep it positive. We want to keep it good. You want to keep it growing. But there's always, if you got 10 people shooting, there's always 2 in that crowd that'll take the worst thing and they're going to throw it up there no matter what, just for the sake of getting a hit count. And that could be the thing that shuts a park down or shuts a race down or something. And that's what we collectively want to avoid. It's like, no, you're not posting that. Or yeah, I'm going to post it. All right, boom. Slap that camera down in the mud, stomp on it, and make sure that you get the card out of it and tell that guy never to come back. I mean, it's that simple.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head there. There's no doubt about it. So, and races now, closed course races are much easier than the large events.
Yeah.
You got to agree with me there, because what we were trying to enforce wasn't a controlled racetrack area. That's much easier to do. What we were worrying about and what we, spent a little bit of time on trying to figure out was how to control that whole park. Remember? But I agree that, Matt, you said it right too. For these closed racing events, it's much easier to kind of dictate. Yeah, you've got a really nice camera. Okay, you're with the media. Yeah, go ahead. You're wearing your safety garb. Whether it be neon orange or yellow or whatever in the hell it is. But much easier. But the events that we started this whole conversation, I don't know how many years ago, it was probably 7-8 years ago when you could start live streaming and all that. We were like, how can we regulate this, to where every Tom, Dick, and Harry isn't getting all this footage? We just threw our hands up and said, there is no way to do it.
Well, you want, again, you the more eyeballs, the better.
Yeah.
And when the tide rises, all the boats float higher, and that's
right.
Good.
Dude,
but
all I
ask, go ahead.
I was going to say, all we ask is just add us. You know what I mean? Tag us. All you got to do. It's all good.
Not when you got a video of a guy beating his wife. Don't tag us in that.
No. Yeah, you already
But that's
told
the
them
thing.
twice. You don't have to.
There'll be 400 videos of cool shit. You'll never know it was at a Trucks Gone Wild event. The one domestic dispute that happens, it'll be like, I was at Trucks Gone Wild and I watched this woman get her ass kicked. It's like, whoa.
What was the one guy like in Louisiana Methodist? This is 15 years ago. It's like another Mud Wild weekend.
Yeah,
Mud
that was-
Wild, whatever
yeah.
it was. It's like, bitch, that ain't Mud Wild.
Yeah. At our event. And there still are guys that do it. It's like, bro, we know you. We're friends with you. It makes it look like they put the event on. It's like, bro, plug the park, plug the promoters. Right? We're all in this together.
Yeah.
So, but here's the other thing. Like you take people, I'm just gonna say, like, let's say Mud Stamp, for example. Good friend, loves what everybody's doing, right? There's a lot of them. There's Penny Martin, good friend, loves what everybody's doing. They care about the truck stuff. There's other people that are going to come in. Some of the bigger YouTube guys that used to come down to like Redneck Mud Park, like some of these other like they don't give a shit about the mud scene. They don't give a shit about off-road parks. They give a shit about their channel. And it's like if a park goes away or an event goes away, it's no sweat off of their back. So there, I watched one of those dumbass ones from Southwest Florida come in one time, and the dude was hosting. He's like, "Yeah, we went to Redneck Mud Park. Yeah, like 5 people die every time at this event." And I'm like, dude, what a dumbass thing to say. So stupid. He's just trying to get hits on his channel because the dude legit got millions of hits on his channel. But that's a dude that doesn't give a damn about anything except himself. And I've got no interest in those guys, and I don't mind telling them that. So.
Yeah. Hey, we had a question here. Let's see. Somebody asked, it was Chris Mitten, why is BlackRock only doing a 2-day event? That's Chris, that's not true. I believe they're opening up the park for everybody to come in on Thursday and everybody goes home on Sunday, just like everything else, right?
I think that I might have said it on the promos as a Friday and Saturday. And I think we did that by design because at the time, I don't think they wanted to get overwhelmed on the Thursday, but I do think they're allowing people in on Thursday. Don't quote me on that, but there was a reason that we did it like that. I mean, Thursday, most events now are Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
But
and you go home on Sunday.
But there's usually, there's never anything going on Sunday. Well, rarely. And there's usually nothing going on Thursday. Thursdays roll in, Sundays roll out.
Right.
So hopefully that clears up a little confusion.
Yep. Half-Assed Motorsports, our good buddy. Yep. Dude, he's really turned up a notch, and he always tags TGW when he does stuff at TGW events. Yeah, thank you so much for doing that. We always appreciate it. And, yeah, go check out that guy's content, man. He is really doing a great job. He really turned it up next level last year, and he's been doing a great job, promoting the sport and promoting the events.
And, again, 98% of them do. So, and this is not a bitch session by me by any means. It's just that over 20 years we've been through a lot. So
it's been good times.
Yeah,
good times.
It has been good, dude. So we got my alarm's set for 5:30 or 5:45 in the morning to get up, get over to Led's house, meet up, get over to the airport. I think we got to be at the airport by 7 or a little after or something like that. So we're going to be up there in New York, barring any delays, at a decent time.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the weather looks pretty good.
Yeah,
this weekend, the park, from the pictures that I'm seeing and from what people are chiming in, I've got 5 or 6 texts now from the show. They're like, we're here. It looks great. So
nice. I think it's going to be a great show. I think Saturday's racing, I think is going to be phenomenal. I think you're going to be the people that are going. I think they're going to see some of the best trucks from the country they've never seen race before. And I think that's going to be exciting. And the racing so far this season has been really, really good. So, be sure to cheer on all your favorite drivers and, be there for that great race. I think it's going to be,
I mean,
good.
They're all working for that $100,000 race, man. Everybody wants to be able to be a part of that.
Yep.
And why wouldn't you be? I would travel across the country for that too if I was involved in a series like that.
Yep, for sure. Trying to think what else we need to hit.
So Chris says thank you. Still posted on the webpage is Saturday and Sunday. All right. You know what, Chris? If that's on ours, We'll have to change that. Apologize for any confusion, and I'm glad you brought it up. We can take a look at that. It should be on ours as a Friday and Saturday. And if you want to check with their social media, if you want to check with Black Rock Adventure Park on Facebook and just check with them on the earliest time that you could come in, they will be able to more accurately answer your question than I will right now. So
I'm pretty sure, guys, that's you can come in on Thursday and go home on Sunday. Yep. So
Cole,
definitely check with them.
Cole is coming this weekend.
He's gonna come.
Yeah, Cole's joining us this weekend, and he's going to be at the Rec Yard next weekend as well. I mean, we're pretty much in his backyard, Yep. Next weekend. So,
yeah, for sure.
On the website, it says the 26th through the 28th. On the flyer, it says the 25th through the 27th, which is, I don't understand that, but either way.
Was it a flyer that I did, or was it a flyer that?
No, it's one that you did.
It was one that I did.
hi, Bob.
I don't remember doing a flyer for. I think they did the flyers for their
No,
Black
you
Rock
did.
event.
You did a card for the website, but it's fine. That don't matter.
Yeah, no big deal. I had a lot of numbers and a lot of dates this year, dude. We can't possibly get them all right.
Isn't that the
But-
truth?
But, Chris, thanks for asking. Minton is who I'm talking about. Thanks for asking that. So,
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, pointing that out, because we need to get all that fixed if we've made a mistake on the dates. But it is that weekend. You should be able to come in on Thursday and go home on Sunday.
we got a month and a half to figure it out.
Yeah, got plenty of time. Cool. What was I going to say?
You were,
Jake-
Worcester,
Yep.
you were going to talk about the cruise and how people need to book.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
you're
golly,
right.
so many people have already booked it, and discounts and stuff like that are all going around. And man,
So some people might have not heard, but the cruise, the prices have dropped on the cruise. It's a big boat and it's brand new. And, Royals having a little trouble filling as many cabins as they want. So they lowered the price. So, hey, Amy was able to save our group a collective $50,000 so far. So it's cheaper than ever to book your cabin on Trucks on Wild Cruise. Book it now, book it soon, book it often. Book one for everybody you know. It's going to be fun on a brand new big ass boat, the Bahamas, October 4th through 7th.
I don't know. We're only hearing every other word. that you
about
said.
every other word. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You sound like Max Headroom, but it's all right.
Yeah, it's about the third time tonight that you've
But
been
the
breaking
best,
up
the
bad.
best part is Chris Giaccone says, "Don't forget to download that Carnival Cruise app," which is always funny. Chris. That joke will be funny 5 years from now, dude. So keep it up.
Because Mike's on my Wi-Fi, eating up my Wi-Fi.
Yep, he is.
Oh, Tyler says Matt
Messing everything up.
couldn't get the price on the blackout package up front. Yeah, dude, the blackout package was reduced to $70-something a day.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, for a full scale blackout is relatively cheap.
Dude,
That is
if you're on vacation and you buy a mixed drink, it's at least what, $12 to $14, maybe more,
It's expensive. Yeah.
right? Dude,
Yeah.
5 drinks is $70 without whatever. So, if you're in our group, 5 drinks is what you do before breakfast.
Yeah. Depends on who you're hanging out with, right?
Yeah, or during breakfast. Yeah, yeah. I mean, don't
Or
wanna-
that is breakfast.
Yeah. Mm.
All right. Listen, we've had a good night. If y'all don't mind, I'd like to cut out a little bit early tonight because I got family in town, and but I don't want to cut it. If there's anything else you guys need to say about last weekend or this weekend or anything else, I don't want to cut you off too soon.
We're just looking forward to seeing everybody in New York. We love to get back to New York. It's one of the, dude, they turn up in New York for sure. They get hype. It's a good show. It always is. Can't wait to do that. Can't wait to get to the Rec Yard. And then can't wait for a couple weeks to do nothing before we start it all over again. But this time even more back to back to back to back. Because we're going to Maine, to Canada, to Ohio. And where's the next one?
Barnyard.
No, I said that one. That was
Oh, you
Maine,
did?
Ohio, Canada.
No, we go back to
New York again. Yeah.
Mountain
New York?
Madness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mountain Madness, Al's, Black Rock, and then the
Barnyard.
barnyard.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? I'm going to the barnyard.
I heard.
Yeah. I still need to book your ticket.
I mean, if you don't mind,
Dude,
fantastic.
and remember, 99.78% of people in New York love Trucks Gone Wild. New York is the state that Trucks Gone Wild built.
Nice.
So you said 99.7%?
99.87. Statue of Liberty?
99.87.
Statue of Liberty? Nothing. Bro. Manhattan? Puh.
New York Stock Exchange. What is that? An ATM? Get out of here. with that.
Nothing, dude. The Knickerbockers? Nothing.
Oh man, you guys are too much.
Broadway.
Dude, the Finger Lakes? I laugh at that. St. Lawrence River?
Oh man, you guys. All right, well listen. Thanks so much to everybody that joined us tonight. If you don't mind, at the bottom of the screen, hit the share button. Give us a few shares tonight. We always appreciate those 7 or 8 shares. Everybody that's going to New York this weekend, safe travels to you. I hope everybody has a blast and has a great time. Don't forget to cheer on those racers and and all that kind of stuff. And don't forget to go by and tell Scrimma thank you for putting on a great event. And Dirty Mike, always great to have you in the background as always, my friend.
Whistler.
Have fun at Spiders.
He blends in with the wall.
With the
He's
wall.
gray tone, gray and white tone.
His teeth look good though.
Yeah. You coached him
Best
out
teeth-
right.
Best teeth
Hey.
I've ever come across.
Ricky Taylor, my son is going to be there this weekend. Can-Am Dennis 68. Are you guys ever coming to Canada? Can-Am Dennis 68 on YouTube. We go to Canada every year at the end of July. We go to Saskatchewan to Al Benasaki's Filthy Redneck Country Club in Waldron, Saskatchewan, Canada. We recommend that you come by there. Of course, if you live on Ontario, it's only about a 20,000-hour drive one way.
Yeah.
Check trucksandwild.com. Check the website. I'm sure the date's wrong, but pay no attention to that. It's all good.
It's all good.
And George Trippy, who was at Bricks last weekend, first time ever in the slough, and he pulled out like a champ. He said
Nice.
Niagara Falls slough, he's in. George, I like the way you think.
Yep.
It might be easier, George, to go down than to go up. I'm
Yes.
not sure, except for that landing part, but whatever.
Yeah. Awesome.
We can put you in a barrel inside the truck.
That's
Nice.
right. All right, guys. Matt, Chris, you guys have a great weekend and safe travels to you and Dirty Mike and Cole and everybody else that's going up there. And we will talk to everybody again next week.
New York, we're coming for you. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, y'all be good. Good night to everybody.